Well, hello there. This is Ithaca here. This video is primarily for Sigma. Let me do this real quick. I wanted Sigma to get a look at the Mark V now that it is complete. He built it, but it got beat up pretty good during the molding process twice. So I decided to take it upon myself to redo it for him. I repaired any damage that was done to it, and then I repainted it, put the visor back in. There are a few things I would still like to do to it, but we'll see. Okay, one of the things, let's go through this a little bit, what I did. Of course, repainted it. So, I mean, his paint job was really good, and I don't think I can match how I had it, but, you know, it's an Ithaca paint job. It's not a privateer paint job. What I did do is cleaned all the clay from inside here, to pop the visor out, cleaned all that clay from the top and the bottom, and cleaned it up really good. On the back here, you see, I don't know if you can see it all that well, he's got a lot of detailed pieces which were different cardstock that was put on in layers, and it started to pull up. All these little things here started to pull up, these corners started to fold up from the rubber getting underneath it, you know, and it's soaking up the moisture and it would start to warp. So I super glued all of these down for him. These two pieces right here popped off. You see another video when he was taking the mold off of it. I repaired these two pieces back here for him as well. I am replacing, I cleaned the front vents up a little bit. I am replacing his LED lights with a set I'm getting from Advent Spartan Matrix. So they'll be coming from the UK. I like the way Sigma had them done, but all his internal components got really beat up, like I said, from when he molded it twice. So what we did for the inside, once we put the visor back in, I know it's going to be very, very hard to see, but what I did is, you can see this wire hanging down. Okay, with that wire hanging down is because I have, hey, you know what, we got the flashlight. Oh, bright light. Okay, turn this around. Okay, what you see here is this fan. Put the fan back in for me. Loves that fan. What I did is I put a dot of super glue down each corner first, and I built it up to build a little pillar, and then I set the fan down on top of it. Then filled each of the corner holes in completely with hot glue until it seeped over the top, which gave it a good seal, and it allows to have a gap between the fan and the mask to allow a proper ventilation, proper airflow. And you can see he had his headset plugged in here for Xbox Live. He's the wire guru, so I can connect the two wires back. But what I did do is speaker's still in place. His mic had come out, so I used the corner piece of the visor that was naturally there, which connects to the helmet, or connects to a motorcycle helmet, filled with the hot glue, and stuck the mic in through there, so now it then goes down through here. There's enough echo inside the helmet that this mic does not have to be way down here to be heard. Plus this fan would interfere if it was down too low. So his fan's reinstalled. Headset's reinstalled. This will be wired right there, and once I get the light kit from Advent Spartan Matrix, I'll put all the wiring here and here, and I'm gonna find a spot maybe back up underneath there and back up underneath there. I don't know, I gotta find a way to mount them in. Advent Spartan Matrix sends them with the 9-volt, correction, no, they didn't. He does have them, but the one that ordered did not. I'll find a way to mount them in. I might buy the brackets for you. And the thing that I am most proud of is They come out really well. From this corner right here, let me turn this around so I can see what I'm pointing, make sure I'm pointing. There we go. From this corner right here, all the way around to this spot right here is all redone. This is a PEP version. Okay, so this is fully PEP, bonded, resin, all that stuff. The only plastic on this is from here all the way around to here. It all busted off, and it was straight to the edge of the Pepicure. Numbers were showing everything. So what I did is I took a piece of 110 cardstock, stuck it to the bottom of this, and ran hot glue all over along this edge to hold that paper on the bottom. The visor was out. Took the plastic, poured it in through the visor, and then began to swoosh all around the edge of the bottom of the visor, the bottom of the helmet. Once it cured, that paper was solid, so I had to drill in and start cut the basic circle, then took the Dremel and sanded all it and recreated a brand new solid edge form, which I think is going to hold his helmet together really nicely. So I'm really proud of how that. I'm really happy how that turned out. So Sigma, you do a lot of great things, and you know, I may not do the best job in the world, but this is my gift from me to you. I really hope you enjoy your Mark V being completely redone. Not redone, but repaired for you. You deserve it. It's a great piece, and I like to see it the way you started it and the way you wanted it to be. I did ask his permission before I did this, by the way. Initially I brought it down here to clean it, but then the more I cleaned it, I was like, needs some work. So I did ask his permission. My wife was like, don't you go and do that, because it might have sentimental value, you know, the paint job might be, you know. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So yeah, there we go. That's about all I got. Now it's my turn to go get on the computer and work. I have many other projects here. Still got, let's see what we got here. We have security shoulders. We have more shoulders. And more shoulders need to be pepped, or correction, fiberglass, and a little bit more. We have, we got the thighs in for Keegan. So I got to fiberglass these and get them cleaned up and painted up for Keegan when it comes down. So it's another part of your suit that's going to be done, Keegan. You can see back here the wife's first cast. She's still working on that one herself. I got myself a Rogue. While I was at Sigma's, I cast myself a Rogue. Turned out really well. I haven't begun sanding it or doing any work to it yet, but I will. And hopefully, when mine is done, it will look like that one. Okay, so, and I still got a CQB to continue working on. I did put some Smoothcast 300 on the inside of it, and to strengthen it, I'm going to keep doing that, because I noticed in the back of the head cuts down inside to the helmet, so I'm going to make that really thick, especially back there, so I can cut straight down into the Smoothcast 300. Instead of building up and then cutting in, I'm just going to build from the inside, because it's big enough, and then cut into it. Yeah. So this is Ithaca from 405th, Sigma Chris. Once the lights in, well, when you come down you can get her back. I shut the lights in by then. So remember, 405th members, this is Ithaca, and if I can do it, so can you.